An ABC investigation has prompted Queensland's Police Commissioner to keep his promise to meet a domestic violence complainant who fell victim to a police leak. Ian Stewart had said he was willing to meet the woman after the police watchdog said she wasn't given a good enough explanation for why an officer wasn't charged for giving out her confidential details. After reneging on that offer, the Commissioner rang the woman this morning. Josh Robertson reports.
This Gold Coast woman lives in hiding. Elizabeth, as we'll call her, keeps her address secret from her former husband who's under a domestic violence order. Her trust in police was shattered 2 years ago when it emerged an officer had leaked her details to that man.
No one should have to live in fear.
Elizabeth is angry her family was forced to move, but the officer wasn't charged. Police only told her the matter has been addressed with a disciplinary hearing.
I was left in the dark. I had no idea what was going to happen or what action would be taken.
Elizabeth says the police then let her down again, and the disappointment came from the very top. Last month, Ian Stewart offered to meet Elizabeth to explain the police response.
The balancing act between what occurred, the hurt that's occurred, the impact on that family and the wider group that have been impacted by this, and also the processes that we have to go through in the discipline process. I'm certainly happy to talk to that lady personally, again, if that would help her.
Elizabeth says they've never met, and when she tried to take him up on his offer, his office replied, "This matter is now closed."
You know, it's really upsetting. He'll tell the public one thing and tell the victim another. It's simply misleading.
After the ABC raised Elizabeth's disappointment with the Commissioner and the Police Minister, she received a phone call. This morning, Ian Stewart told her he'd be happy to meet to discuss the case and her concerns about penalties for the officer. A year after police ended their probe of the privacy breach, Elizabeth says she's still looking over her shoulder.
Well, I now feel like my safety is more at risk. I feel like Neil Punchard, the officer who gave out my personal details, has immunity. He can simply give out someone's private details and there are no consequences for him. It's wrong.
Elizabeth says she still wants the officer charged, but if he isn't, she deserves to know why. Josh Robertson, ABC News, Brisbane.